Hey guys, and welcome back. A lot of action on the board in the NBA today. To get all of our NBA plays, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, linked down in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. So heading into this one, we're going to be talking about this Eastern Conference matchup between the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks, and who we feel has the better bet or value against the spread. So New York right now standing as about 2-point favorites on their home court. The spreads have just been released rather recently, so these could shift throughout the day and going into tomorrow. But starting with the road team, the Indiana Pacers, they've looked impressive against a pretty respectable schedule up to this point in the year. They're at 5-4 overall. This was a team that certainly had quite a facelift in the offseason, getting rid of their best player, Paul George, bringing in a guy like Victor Oladipo. Many felt like the Pacers were going to take a rather significant step back, but it seems like these pieces that the Pacers have been able to add this past offseason, at least up to this point, have gotten this team in a good mindset coming into the year, getting off to a good start, and being competitive against solid opposition. We've been very impressed with the mentality that Victor Oladipo has brought. He's very comfortable playing in this Indiana Pacer uniform. Obviously, he went to college at Indiana University, so he's got a lot of fans and hometown aspirations to try to prove himself on the Pacers. He's been averaging nearly 25 points per game, so pretty impressive stuff there. And also a guy like Domantas Sabonis, who they also got in that Paul George trade. He's been leading the team in field goal percentage, so a pretty nice add-on to get there for the Pacers as well, at least up to this point in the year. So the Pacers, at that 5-4 overall, they've picked up some really impressive wins. They blew out the Timberwolves on the road. They blew out the Cavaliers on the road. They have a home win against the San Antonio Spurs. They came up short in their last outing in what was a very competitive matchup on the road against a much-improved Philadelphia 76ers opponent. So far during this road trip, they've beaten the Cavaliers, lost to the 76ers. Now they're going to be trying to bounce back, get back on track here, and what's a potential winnable game here against the New York Knicks. But the Knicks have been looking a bit better as of late coming to this one. But on the year, the Pacers, they rank 7th in the NBA in assists, 4th in scoring average, and 23rd in total team defense. And they have a plus-minus of about +2 so far this season. So going over to the home team today, the New York Knicks, they were able to come through in their last outing at home against the Phoenix Suns, winning that one by a final of 120-107. This was a great bounce-back win for the Knicks, coming off of their disappointing 97-119 blowout loss at home against the Rockets. So this is going to be the 4th straight home game in a row that the Knicks are heading into, but they also have a convincing road win against the Cavaliers on their schedule up to this point. And this is a Knicks team that opened the year 0-3, losing against the Thunder, at home against the Pistons, on the road against the Celtics. Some of those coming in blowout fashion. But since then, they have won 4 of their last 5 games, so trending in a more positive direction. But going to be another tough battle here today for the Knicks. We still feel like this New York squad is a year or two still away for potentially making a postseason push, but standing 4-4 overall against the schedule, not too bad here thus far for the Knicks. Kristaps Porzingis, he's the real deal. He's going to be leading this franchise going forward. He's averaging 29 points per game. He's been very impressive. But this offense right now ranking 20th in the NBA in scoring average, and their defense is 15th in the NBA in total team defense. So when you compare that over to the Pacers, not quite as good numbers in those categories, and their plus-minus on the year is about -1 right now. So coming into this one, we feel like Indiana is going to be motivated to try to bounce back. Coming off of that disappointing loss against the 76ers on the road, we feel like this is going to be a very competitive matchup, but we feel like Indiana, the slightly better team, and potentially can go on to win this one. So getting those 2 points here, we feel like that's going to be a pretty solid value bet. So we're going to take the road team today, taking the Indiana Pacers, getting those 2 points as our NBA pick video play. And again, guys, to get all of our NBA plays, you can check those out over at stumpthespread.com, link down in the video description. And be sure to click that subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping on in, and we hope to see you guys in future videos. Bye.